Good morning, everyone. Today we celebrate the feast of St. Ignatius of Antioch. Now, he was rather an interesting fellow as well, most of our saints and martyrs are. He's the third bishop of Antioch after St. Peter. So in other words, he lived very early in the Christian church. He was turned in, if you like, by possibly one of his followers, or one of those who wasn't really a follower. And so he was arrested and he was sentenced to be taken off to Rome, where he would be thrown to the lions. On the journey, he wrote 7 letters to various churches in the area about the organization of the early church and about Christian life. And they are documents that are valuable to us because they give us some insight into that time of the year, a time of the church's existence. If we have a look at the gospel today, it is Luke's gospel again, chapter 11. Jesus is invited by a Pharisee to come and dine at his house, and Jesus accepts that invitation, goes in and sits down at the table. And the Pharisee was a little bit taken aback by this because Jesus didn't wash his hands. So, why are you doing that? And Jesus said, well, it's not so much what's on the outside that's important, it's what's on the inside. And Jesus unfortunately, the Pharisees invited him, tried to be hospitable, invited him to have a meal. And Jesus responds by chastising the Pharisee because of the way in which he's talking about holding on to things which are of a practical nature, not things which are necessarily spiritual. So perhaps a little warning to us. We must be careful that we don't go through the motions. Just do the everyday things, but not embrace it. Because it's not what's on the outside, it's not what we do physically that's important. It's what we embrace inside and what we actually expose in our relationship with Christ. So, we trust that that's not going to be too much of a challenge for you. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.